So we had a whole lot of fun playing some go-kart games in here. Trying to learn how to drift, do a few donuts in a cart that's designed to do circle track racing. But, well, we made an attempt at it anyway. But there will be a part 2. We couldn't find the gears that I was looking for to put on the cart. Right now it's geared to run about 40 miles an hour. And I know there'll be a part 2 because look what I found yesterday. This is the gear that's on it now. This is the gear that I'm going to put on it. Should give us a lot more torque to be able to break the tires loose, not overheat the clutch right up. We had some fun. Check it out. So, whose idea was this anyway? I mean, I remember thinking about it, and did you ask me if you could do it?
When there was nothing in here, I said before you get anything in here other than the lift, we should do a donut in the floor and epoxy over it with the go-kart. So we got the lift in, moved a bunch of stuff in, and it eventually turned into, hey, why don't you try to drift around
the lift?
The lift.
Oh, those were touching.
I was like, what the hell?
Those were touching together. That's not exactly how that was supposed to work.
I was like, why is he welding?
Yeah. Just in case we have to use this starter a couple times, we'll wrap some electric tape around that. Yeah, sure I am. I must have like 5 rolls of electrical tape around here. All right. No electrical tape? I'll use duct tape.
So you got electrical tape.
So this cart's been sitting in the shed for a couple years. We haven't used it at all. As you can tell by the dust all over it. And the fact that the tank is, I don't know if I can even see down in there. Try shining it this way. Very hard to see the same spot that the light, there we go. Light shining on the same spot now, sort of. Anyway, tank's dry. So it's been sitting for a while, so we're going to see how it fires up. Probably take the tape off the exhaust. And nice dry rotted tires there.
Oh, this one's the good one.
Oh yeah, that one's
I'm surprised you haven't put air in it since what, a week ago?
That one there's been holding there. That one I had to put air in again today, but it held air for 2 or 3 days, so. All right, I'm gonna pour a little bit of fuel in it.
Should be good.
Oh, that's only like a quarter.
Should be good.
It'll be sloshing.
Halfway around.
Yeah, it'll be sloshing and stuttering.
That high flow fuel.
All right.
Oh man, he got fuel on the tire. Throw that around.
Move that out of there. So
it's gonna be loud.
Yeah, it's gonna echo like crazy in here. Yeah, I said watch your head. I guess grab it by the rear end and swing it around. Drag it over here.
Okay.
Starter's at. I'm gonna set this back out of the way once we get fired up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spin this thing over a little bit, but I don't know if we'll be able to suck fuel up without taking the air cleaner out. If you want to, you can either sit on it and do the throttle, or you can stand in front of it and do the throttle. Yeah, it's a tiny seat. It's been a few years. See, it's been a couple of years.
Woo!
It's been a couple of years since this thing's been moved. Okay, just
Roll me forward just a little bit.
play with that throttle pedal as I crank it. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna go. A sardine can.
Hey, you remember what I said about being a couple years? He's gotten wider over the last couple years. He's a lot bigger than he was.
All right.
See if the turn radius is going to be small enough to clear everything before you start sliding sideways.
Yeah, I think it is.
The whole idea now is going to be just keeping the nose close to that without running up that post.
Yeah.
And as long as, if you run into the post at the front end, it's not going to hurt near as bad as hitting the Atempt, you know, swinging it out and hitting something.
My last thing is going to be to hit the lip.
Yeah, but I mean, if you bump that with a tire or put the nose against it, it's not going to be near the impact. If you're too far away from that, and the back end even hits
that, yeah, I'm gonna.
it's going to turn.
See you guys.
So what do you think? Think we need a helmet for this stunt?
Yeah, I think safety is number one.
All right, so what we've done so far is we've set a few tires in strategic locations so that as we go around, if the rear end hits something, it'll hit a tire before it hits anything else. And then this is our escape exit right here. And there's tire laying next to that. A couple tires right
I
there.
feel like it's going to want to slide to the right better.
And then tires around here. Slide to the right.
The way that I was going.
The way you were going? Yeah, I was.
I think because
The front end is set up for turning that way. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true.
So, whose idea was this anyway? I mean, I remember thinking about it, and did you ask me if you could do it?
When there was nothing in here, I said before you get anything in here other than the lift, we should do a donut in the floor and epoxy over it with the go-kart. So we got the lift in, moved a bunch of stuff in, and it eventually turned into, hey, why don't you try to drift around
The lift.
the lift?
Oh yeah.
So it's
and
okay.
all the stuff that was kind of sitting over here along the wall and along here is now stuffed back in that corner. Well, now we got to figure out where we're going to set up cameras at.
And
Probably
we've been trying to
get
do
a
this
helmet.
Yeah, a helmet for sure. But we've been trying to get our schedules to work together for what, 2 weeks now?
At least 2 weeks. We've been talking about doing this for a couple months, but at least 2 weeks. We've been trying to get 3 weeks to get together. Man, I'm surprised that little beast started as quick as it did and ran like it did. I figured the carburetor has some problems.
I think the go-kart's falling apart.
I hope that ain't a go-kart part.
That's not a go-kart part.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a little tiny
Looks like an
skirt.
electric part. Helmet?
Helmet,
So somewhere along the line, somebody stole the nut off the steering wheel on the go-kart for something or never put it back on. Notice that nut there is nice and shiny? Huh. I was looking at it earlier today and there was no nut on the steering wheel. I was like, oh, that would have been exciting. Let's go inside and find a helmet and fire this thing back up and see what happens. All right, here we go. We're going to see if this works or not. That seat is real small. It's about to get loud. much grip.
It starts to go and then just grabs. You want to go?
I'm gonna try, but like I said, when it bites, it jumps out real quick.
Yeah, and the fact that the steering
backs the weight around a lot. That clutch is hot too, man. There's a lot of heat right there in that seat.
it has the power.
If we had it geared different, it'd help a lot too. If it was geared different,
Yeah.
oh wait, that plug's loose. Back and let everything cool off, boy. Get some heat out of that clutch.
Yeah. It's on fire. Over here trying to take stuff out, man.
So, I'm surprised I didn't blow a tire when I hit that bolt.
Yeah. We talked about that.
I mean, it jumped.
It went right across here.
Yeah, it jumped.
Cleared it.
So, you have to feather the throttle, because it has a lot of torque.
Yeah, but
If
like
you-
you said, in gearing,
Yeah.
and I don't think the throttle response is there to keep it.
So you're kind of below where its power really is? Yeah, look at that smoke. Grab that air hose, the black one. But the gearing is wrong for this. The clutch is getting hot. When the clutch takes a hold, it just whips you around. The gears earlier, and I can't find any of the gears. The other gears for this thing.
Might have given them away.
Well, and they were probably on the other carts. The big gears are probably on the the concrete open truck cars.
Probably.
Because
But I know we had.
this is the speed gear though. This is the little gear. See how small it is? I think that's the smallest gear we have. So what do you think? Sand? Or will that make it worse?
Might make it.
If the steering angle wasn't so steep, I mean, this thing's made to circle track, it's not made to drift. And that's why it shacks itself up and down.
Fix it.
I mean, I was getting closer there, but I just couldn't keep it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if the torque drops off, and then the torque hits, and when the torque hits, you whip all the way around.
Yeah. It's almost like if you're, I mean, obviously, when a drift, if you're at shallower of an angle, the further the car will keep the RPMs up. But to get around this tight circle, we need to be at a, steep. Should I call him block?
Yeah.
But, dude, he'd probably come over here and drift this thing. This is insane.
I'm gonna try this one more time, but this probably ain't gonna be all that great, but tune in for more when I get some gear in this thing.
We switched over to an electric motor.
Whew. Hey, I got a Prius battery back there.
Might work better. Might be our best bet. Plug in.
Like 250 volts. We got a double gear reduction or something because it just, or put a huge gear on it because it just can't. Or put those tires like that on the back. I think we're done with these other reindeer games for right now.
Think so?
I think that's all that clutch is gonna take. That clutch probably took more than it'll take. It may need to be pushing in it. More gear, skinny tire like this. Skinny tire.
Well, we gave it an effort. So what do you got me set up for?
I don't know. We're gonna try it going the other way around, see if it drifts the other way a little better. Like I said, too much gear.
Too much gear, not enough knowledge.
Helps you hook the plug wire up.
Kill switch. I almost made it all the way around it, but I was full throttle the entire time.
Yeah, but most of that's clutch slip because I noticed the tires weren't spinning that much.
Really?
Let me try something
Okay.
with it.
I'll be right here.
With it not running here, let me see if I can get more air in this outside tire. What happened?
Woo! That was hot.
All right,
Feel the seat. Feel the seat.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I mean, it's not extremely hot, but feel the seat. Feel the seat.
Yeah. Yeah, that clutch is freaking smoky again.